Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm just back with part two of today's message. So, just as the message was loading, the first one, I thought I'm just going to check what's going on with the energies with this deck. So, I use this deck because I just love it. I mean, if there's ever a deck made for twin flames, this is it. This is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. And so, I've become a bit obsessed with just playing around, just seeing what happens. Because, okay, so this, I did a reading just before going into the weekend, and I just thought, oh, just when it's loading, I'm going to check what's happening. So, and this is brilliant because I'm going to go through the cards. So this is on their side, your divine counterpart, on our side here, energies in the middle, and then the key things to note on either side, and then the bottom of the deck. So this is just going to be a quick run through because, again, it's perfect. Because on Friday in their thinking space, it was still number 33, which is number 6, which is all about grounding unconditional love and moving into the love vibration, because they're wanting the door to, they're opening up their hearts, wanting the door to romance, wanting to open the way to true love. Because they are no longer being able to, they're feeling the pull of the heart because the situations that they're in are shallow, there is no feeling, there's no intimacy. And so when you have the pull of the heart and you unlock that, it makes everything else seem pointless, really. And so this is why this is still in their thinking space, which is great. And what they're feeling is they're feeling that they want to go more and more into themselves, right? Because they need to go and focus on, what that means for them by being, basically here is they're moving out of their headspace, right, and into their heart. So if you look at all of this light energy swirling around his body, and he's focusing very much on, his sacral chakra and the heart and all the way down here. So basically these three chakras here. So sacral chakra, your solar plexus and your heart, which is perfect because that's everything around grounding the energies into the physical, opening up your heart, being in more of your I am power, knowing that you're wanting, more of an intimate emotional relationship. So because of this, this is 10, this is 1, this is new beginnings. So they're moving into that space, right? So if you remember on the Friday read, that was in our key thing to know about where we needed to be, because we were in a space of thinking, why isn't everything happening now? So we were, the guidance for us was to move into more of your, this space, right? So, which is why it's so brilliant, because that was our guidance. We've obviously been following that because now they are feeling it and it's moved into their feeling space, which is why when I pulled these cards, I was like, oh my God, I have to share this because it's just brilliant. The other thing is we had the healing card and the community card both in here, right? So similarly, they have now swapped to their side. Because they are, the energy that they're taking away from the union is the pull of the heart, is the pull of the soul path, number 7, is the unity, right? Is the community of what we're doing and raising up the God, Goddess energies, the apple of Aphrodite, moving into the love vibration, doing it as a soul group together. And they are now taking that from the union. We were there, on Friday, we were bringing it into the union. So this is why it's so brilliant. It's swapped. They're now taking that energy from us. The other thing which was on our side was the doorway to healing and happiness. Again, number 7, because I remember saying, look how they're perfectly mirroring the 2 7s. Because now this is on the key thing to note about them, they are taking that healing energy. They are seeing the dove of love. They are opening the door to the rainbow behind. Because all the energy that is coming from this union, from you, from the collective community of God, Goddess energy that's growing stronger and stronger and stronger, they are taking that, and that's the key thing to note for them, that they are healing on a soul level, right? Which is brilliant. Because then what's in the wanting space, I mean, again, this was again on our side, I think, on Friday. Because they are wanting to have this cosmic heart. They're wanting to have the balance of the twin flame relationship, because it's number 6. They're wanting to move into a relationship of unconditional love. They're wanting to have a deep love soul connection, right? They're wanting to live by their heart, right? And so they're wanting, which is again, I mean, I just love it. So this has come basically from our side to a couple of days ago over to their side now, which just shows you how completely connected the energies are, which is why it's so the reason why I'm sharing this is why it's so key to be aware of what you're doing with your thoughts and what you're doing with your energies and how they play out, right? Because now they still have the doorway to romance number 6. They have that they need to go into themselves more. They need to, basically still focus on that internal stuff that they're going through, because what they're knowing is on a soul level they are healing and they're wanting to move into more unconditional love as well. Now our side, which is brilliant again, is also number 6, because we are holding the coin of truth. You know, we know this, we're thinking this, we know that we're creating the luck, we know that we've got the black cat with us, we know that we've got the coin of truth in our hands, you know, so we know that we can create this life of abundance, life of love, life of following our true path, right? Because what we're feeling then again, just priceless, because this was on their side on Friday, is we're feeling the pull of their heart as well. So because they are opening up to, you know, they're opening up their and healing their heart chakra, and they're, you know, opening up their being more standing in their I am power, more grounding the energies of wanting that intimacy and wanting that relationship, that type of relationship. You know, we are also feeling that, right? We're feeling that they want their new beginnings because, you know, we are the same energy. So therefore, of course, we're on a level, we're feeling it. Also, we are ourselves moving more out of our head because we're starting to trust more and more and more in the journey. And so we want our new beginnings. We're looking at the crystal as well, because we also are moving more out of our head space and moving more and more into just knowing that this is our true soul path and we are destined to be together. Which is why the energy that we're putting towards the union now is also number 6. Right? So there are 4 6s in this reading, right? 4 6s, which is all about, which was the message yesterday about love, about unconditional love, and moving into that space of looking after humanity and wanting to do service for humanity. And so, which is why it's so amazing, right? So this is about being able to appreciate the journey, and even though we can't see everything, we can't see the rose bush behind, but we are holding that single rose and we know that the rose bush is there, even though we've got our back to it, we can't visibly see it at the moment. So that's a great energy to be bringing in, right? Because we are taking the rose and we're bringing that appreciation for everything that this journey brings us into the union. And because of that, and we're doing it collectively, they're then taking that collective energy and moving into focusing on themselves more, and then moving into that space of healing on a soul level, right? Which is so amazing. Now, the one thing why, again, I'm going to share this is because what we're wanting, and this was on their side, again, we're wanting for this anxiety to move away, because there's a bit of, you know, if now they're, you know, not, you know, taking time to think and taking time to go into themselves and taking time to kind of take on this healing, right? Because when you're healing on a soul level and it's filtering through to you, then that takes time. And in order to do that, then you have to go to your own individual process for that to happen, which is why that could cause a bit of anxiety in us, because again, we're thinking more of a time and like, well, why aren't I seeing this? Why aren't I seeing it happen, right? But what we want the anxiety to leave, right? Because it's number 9. We want to be able to know that this is, you know, although we are pretty good in knowing that, yes, we can see that it's, you know, we are grateful for this journey, and we know that we're, you know, we know that we can feel the pull of the heart. We know that we can create the life of our dreams. But it is a bit like, but actually I haven't seen any of that yet. So I've still got a little bit of anxiety. And so this is what you just need to be mindful of, because the key thing to note on your side is that you have the love, you've got the courage, basically. You've got the angel of strength with you to create change, because it's number 5. So it's all about knowing that you are the love warrior, right? You will make this happen because you have the power of the lion behind you. Now, the energy above the union is again brilliant because it's the soul path. You are on your soul path back home. This is your divine destiny. It is number 3. It is your divine destiny. All of the lights and this is the Holy Grail. This is the temple. They are your Holy Grail, right? You are theirs. Their body, your body is the perfect, you're perfect for them, right? Exactly like the note was today. So this is all about knowing that you're on your soul path. The other amazing thing is, I said about the grounding energy is number 11, but it also is knowing that the world is your oyster. Because you are here to raise the planet in love and light. This person is walking off the plank. They can't see what they're going into, but they know that every time they take that step off, they're moving more and more into the light. Which is why, and the message this morning, which I was saying about the love note, because 2 people had sent me messages around love notes, I remembered that I had a message left on my car which said, the world is your oyster. So when I pulled these cards just now, I was like, you're joking, because that's exactly what was in the message just a minute ago. So again, just perfect. And the key thing to note, so I mean, this is what's so amazing about these energies around here, is that the crowning energy is all about knowing that this is your soul path, it's your destiny, right? You've got the pull of the heart, you've got the community, you've got the goddess energy here, also number 7, because this is your soul path. You've got appreciation for the journey because you understand that this, you're no longer doubting what you can't see, because you know that the rose is there. You're holding the rose of divinity because you know that the world is your oyster, because you are supported by, spirit. The amazing thing is, look at this. The key thing to know that all doorways lead to the light, right? And lead to number 6, which is also love and unconditional love. So it is not for you to know how, the where, the what, etc. It is about knowing that your soul path will always lead to the light. And where your soul path leads to the light, it leads back to your divine love, because that is where your heart is. And even though that they may seem that they're tied into situations at the moment, that will change, right? That will change, because they are wanting change, because they're opening up more and more and more to their crown chakra, because they're standing in their power, right? This is Archangel Michael. They want to root this love energy into their surroundings because they're supported. It's number 8. It's the infinity. It's the everlasting love. All right, well, there you go. I just had to share. So that's why it just shows you, be careful about what you're thinking and feeling, because it is going super quickly over to their side and vice versa. But remember this, you are on your soul path back home. All right, take care. And the world is definitely your oyster. All right, take care. Bye.